guys, my name is Nicole. Welcome back to my videos. Today I'm doing a homeschool unboxing for you, and we're just gonna jump right into it. It's not gonna be a long explanation kind of day about why I chose these things. That'll come in a couple weeks, probably when I feel like I have everything that I've ordered in my hands. I will do a more comprehensive overview of everything I'm using for my 6-year-old, soon to be 6-year-old, and soon to be 3-year-old for the upcoming school year. We are homeschooling, so technically it's preschool and kindergarten. I don't really feel like preschool needs much of anything, but this is kind of the first year I'm buying more than I'm used to buying for homeschool. So I'm going to show you everything in today's box. But like I said, there'll be another video in the future kind of giving you more about why I purchased everything. And I actually have done an overview already that I did a couple weeks ago. I'll share that in the description below. It has a lot of the things I'm using, but I'm actually adding quite a bit more that I didn't know I was adding. But before we get started, I know most of you here because of my decor videos or my DIY videos, so I just redid my little table here and I wanted to share it with you because I thought it was really cute. I actually got most of this stuff at Michael's. If you have not been to your Michael's lately, or maybe your Michael's has been closed like mine has been, most of their stuff is severely discounted. I think I got everything in this picture that is new, not all of this is brand new, for 60% off. So anything in the shop right now that is summer or spring is 60% off. And then as a homeschooler, I have a teacher's card that gets me another 15% off sale prices. So I mean, the little houses on the left, the little candlestick, the garland, and then that little white ceramic house on the bottom you can't really see. I just got those for they were each $3 or $4. And I think the garland was around $8. The galvanized can was around $4. And I already had that sign from Hobby Lobby, but I had that hanging, just ignore the mess. I had that hanging up here, but I got this new canvas hanging from Michael's too. That was marked down to like 10 bucks. I got a second one over there. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep that or sell it in my booth. But I really think they're both really pretty. So if you haven't been to Michael's yet, I got that little flag too, which is literally the first 4th of July decoration I have ever purchased. I'm just not a big 4th of July decorator. I feel like it's kind of silly, but I thought that flag was kind of cute, and I thought we could hang it in our homeschool space, even when it's not 4th of July. So yeah, I've been kind of decorating, but let's get into why you're here, which is my homeschool unboxing. Okay, let's get right into the homeschool curriculum. This is a very large box. They shipped it, like I said, and I think it took maybe a day, honestly, from when I got the shipping notification to when it was on my doorstep. When I saw it today, I was just like, how in the world? Okay, that's just paper. I'm really hoping there's a receipt in here so I can share with you what I paid for everything. So Rainbow Resource is a website that you can order from. It's kind of designed for homeschoolers, but you don't have to prove that you're a homeschooler or anything to purchase from them. They're just an online retailer. You'll find every curriculum ever imagined on there, and there's even books on there that I couldn't find on Amazon, and their prices compared to Amazon are either within the same dollar or they're cheaper than Amazon. And that's why I did a really big order all at once, because you do have to go past $50 for free shipping, which I definitely went past $50. Like I said, I've never spent this much preparing for a homeschool year, and that's been on purpose. I didn't want to make preschool that expensive for us when I don't believe that preschool needs to be very academically based. So we've been, well, I'm not going to go into what we've been using because I did that in a prior video. So if you're interested in what we've been using, I will tag that video below in the description box. Most of this box is not any of my spine curriculum. It's more things that we're just using to enhance the curriculum that we are using. And I'm going to make another video, like I said, in a couple weeks, that's going to go through everything that I'm using, because I did change it a little bit from the last video I made. I have a better plan, I think, and a more solid, concrete idea of what we're going to do this coming fall. Or, I mean, we'll probably actually start in July with some of it. So most of this stuff is just more for fun. And some of this stuff is actually just like Melissa and Doug workbooks for my 3-year-old to be working on while I homeschool my kindergartner. So this isn't going to be this is not like most of our academic stuff. This is most of our just fun stuff. And I think there's a receipt in the bottom. Let me see. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so what I got first is something we don't actually own yet, which is crazy because you would think it's just a box of tanagrams. Then these are the wooden ones, and it's 250 pieces, and I got this for $18, which on Amazon the similar size set was like $28. I couldn't find it any cheaper with being the wood ones. You can get the plastic ones much cheaper, but I just really like in my home trying to do more of the wood and the natural feeling toys compared to the plastic ones. So this has the triangles, the hexagons, the octagons, and count the sides. So yeah, a few different shapes, 250 pieces. You can get it where it comes in the plastic container, but I would rather store it in my own container so that it can look nice and be out on my hutch. If you haven't seen my homeschool space yet, go back to my other video, or I'll definitely show it again in an upcoming video. So just like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell button so you get a notification when I make a video. So I'm excited about these because I know these will keep my kids busy, and also just kind of enhance that tinkering and just like their mechanical thinking and making patterns on the table. And those are the kind of toys where they can spend a lot of time, and that's my favorite kind because there's not really like a right or wrong thing to do with them. They can just play and build and make shapes. So that I was excited about that, and I think that's a really good price. This I saw recommended on a couple other channels. It's a game, sorry about the reflection there, a game called Money Bags, and it's just a game to just enhance understanding of money in a fun way. So I think my kid will be really responsive to that. And I mean, it says 7+, but I think he'll be okay. Next is, Money Bags was $15, and I think it might have been $1 or so cheaper on Amazon, but I was just trying to get it all at once. Okay, this is something I'm really excited about, and this might be the only like actual curriculum that I purchased in this box. And this is called More Before 5 in a Row. So the actual curriculum is called 5 in a Row, and then there's a Before 5 in a Row that's for a younger age, and this is More Before 5 in a Row because it's the second book of the Before 5 in a Row series. I was kind of confused. I mean, I do see how it makes sense now, but so there is a Before 5 in a Row and a More Before 5 in a Row for like a preschooler age. And even though I'm gonna have a 6-year-old this year, like I feel like based on his attention span, I felt comfortable starting at this easier level rather than going far beyond his level of understanding or attention and my 3-year-old. So I just thought this would kind of be, maybe my 3-year-old will pay more attention than my 6-year-old, but I bet they'll have a good time doing this together. If you're new to 5 in a Row, like I am, I've actually never used these before, but I know I have friends who do. The overall like point of 5 in a Row is that you spend 5 days in a row reading the same picture book, but they're going to give you different ideas based on like different school subjects that relate to that same picture book. So every day you're going to be reading the same picture book, but you're going to do a different activity based on that picture book. And it even, one thing I really liked about it is that it ties in Christianity to it. So you're going to read a picture book, and some of the activities are going to be religious based, or they're going to bring you back to a Bible verse that relates to that story. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, I'm just flipping through here, and the different subjects they touch on are language arts, art, science, safety, health, Bible reading, even like weather, childhood fears. So those are all different topics that they're going to bring up in this study, but they're all going to be based on a picture book that your kid's going to really love. And so I feel like that was a really good like living books way to teach. And I'm looking forward to this, and I'm really interested to see how my kids like it. So this was $49. This is like the newer version. There's actually the first 5 in a Row book that you can get for around $30, but this is also probably something you could find used. I just wanted it new because this is my first kid going through it. I have a feeling we're going to really like it, so I think we're going to use it for a few more years, I imagine. So I will link that below, but that's something I'm really excited about. Everything else in here is just fun books for my kids. So I'll just go through them really, really quickly, just so you have an idea of like other stuff you can do with your kids at the table that they're going to actually enjoy, or just ways to keep small hands busy while you're trying to teach your older kids. I did get 2 blank sketch pads from Melissa and Doug. These are smaller than the ones I normally have them use, but my 6-year-old really, I keep calling him a 6-year-old, he's still 5. My 5-year-old really enjoys drawing, so I think he will love these, and he's standing right here all of a sudden. New sketch pads. What do you think?
Yippee!
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
So we tend to have like a lot of free paper that's drawn on just throughout the house, so this will be a way to kind of continue.
There's going to be bunches of paper with you.
Okay, and those were only, let's see, $3.99. Moving right along. Most everything else is kind of an artsy thing. This is a paint with water, and so each section has like the colored dots, and once you get them wet, it'll turn into paint. This is for my 3-year-old to keep him busy at the table. This is for my 5-year-old.
This is for my little bottle.
Yes.
The painting thing.
Okay.
In the water.
This is a Mosaic Sticker Pad. This is the nature version of this, and so it's got stickers that are cut into these shapes. Oh, I'm sorry about the reflection. And you basically just create a mosaic with the stickers. It's a really good thing for like small hand-eye coordination. And so this, like I said, is for my 5-year-old, just to kind of have something to burn some time. Okay, and then I have 2 of these dot-to-dot coloring pads. I have the wild animals here, and the farm one here. Yeah, my 5-year-old loves these, and now my 2-year-old is even starting to be able to do them if they're like the easier ones. So these start out pretty easy, and then they go all the way up to 1 through 50. Oh, I did not realize actually the farm one is letters, which that's fine too. But I think these are great if you have a kid who's struggling with number recognition, letter recognition, or even like pencil coordination. I think that these are really, really awesome for that. And my kids both just enjoy doing them, so that's a bonus too. So those are the dot-to-dots. Those are both $4.99 each, and they each have 40 pages. Thought that was a pretty good deal. And then the last thing in this box, which I feel like I had more, but maybe not, is this reusable sticker pad from Melissa and Doug again. It has 5 different scenes. We have other versions of this, but this is the Bible story one, which I thought might be a really cute addition. So basically they have the scenes, and then your kids can take the stickers off and place them in the scene, and then they can take them off over and over again, and they're reusable. So I probably won't let them free play with this until we're done going through these Bible stories. I mean, we've done most of these stories already, but I think it'll be just like a nice addition to have. Maybe while we're reading a Bible story, I'll pull this out for them to work on, because sometimes we do better when they're having busy hands while we're trying to read. Sometimes that backfires and they're just like in their own world playing, but since they're going to be playing with something about the story, I think that might work out, but we'll just have to see. Either way, I thought that was really cute, and just another thing to kind of keep them busy and practice their hand-eye coordination. The last thing I bought that wasn't in this box was from Amazon, and let me go show you. We'll grab it. Okay, so the last thing I ordered this week is actually a new kids Bible. I have never heard anyone say that they do not like the Jesus Storybook Bible. I just don't love how it reads, and I don't know. I know that's probably like shocking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you love it so much. Like, it's kind of the Bible I think that everybody reads to their kids. It's just, I don't feel like my kids have ever really gotten into it, and I don't like how each chapter kind of like wraps up. I don't know. If you've never read it before, you have no idea what I'm talking about. If you have read it before, maybe you understand what I mean. But I wanted to just try something different. I had talked last time about needing a Bible curriculum, and there was one called More Than Words by Master Books, and that looks really, really great, but I think I'm gonna wait a year or two even before I start that, because it's more like a journaling style, and since my almost 6-year-old will not be able to do that independently yet, I think he would just benefit from that more later on when he's older, when he can kind of think and reflect on the questions in there on his own. So for now, I'm just more gonna worry about just reading the Bible, and because of that, that is kind of what led me to just buying a new Bible instead of buying a Bible curriculum. And I do believe at the end of each of these chapters, they have like so at the end, oh, I should tell you what it's called. This is it's by Minnow, Laugh and Grow, Bible for Kids. I hope this isn't too like twaddly. If you're a Charlotte Mason fan, you're gonna know what I mean by that. If I find that it's been too, I guess, dumbed down for kids, I'll probably just return it, honestly, take it back to Kohl's and try to find something that's a little bit more mature. I have a hard time with how dumbed down Bible, I know there's a better word for that, I'm sorry, but how dumbed down some stories, Bible stories, can be for kids. And so I struggle with like wanting to read them something that they'll actually stay interested in versus like reading them the actual Bible, which is written in a more sophisticated language and also just carries the weight of the Bible stories better. I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think about that? Maybe I'm just overthinking things, which I tend to do. So this is actually written by the guys who wrote VeggieTales, which I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Honestly, I haven't even got a chance to look through this yet, so I can't guarantee that this is what we're gonna use. But what I did like was the concept that at the end of each section, I don't know if it's broken into chapters maybe, there's like a family connection. I'm sorry, this is gonna be backwards for you. I just realized that. Oh, all of this is gonna be backwards. I have to figure that out. So I like at the end of each chapter, there's this family connection section. So that means at the end of each chapter, it'll give us a few questions to maybe address with our kids. And I thought that would be kind of handy. And, you know, in the place of a Bible curriculum, that would probably be plenty, especially since some of the other things we're using, like the before 5 in a row, also have Bible verses. And I mean, just like our own Bible teachings in our home and prayer time with them. I mean, it's not like this is the only Bible time we have, but I do want to have something that's just like an easier read to just learn more of the Bible stories. So I'm going to give this a try. I'll give this another review later. If you've used this, maybe you could tell me in the comments below what you think about it. Maybe you love it, maybe you don't, but I'm going to give it a shot. I really like how the cover feels, first of all. I mean, the art's pretty cute, so we'll just have to see. I kind of doubt that I'll return it because it does look really cute and maybe well done. I just hope that it's, you know, not a waste of time. Okay guys, that's everything I'm going to share in this video. Please like and subscribe though if you are interested in other things I'm using for homeschooling, because this is not my curriculum base at all. I have many more things I'm using for my curriculum spine. I am definitely a homeschooler that hodgepodges things together though, so if that stresses you out, there are definitely box curriculums out there, especially if you're just starting homeschooling, which I kind of am, but I've had enough years to be researching it that I feel like I want to pick and choose what I want to pick and choose. But there are box curriculums where you don't have to go through like I've done and pick random things from here and there. Like you can just get a set from one curriculum company and you'd be good to go. So there's definitely a few ways to approach this, but I do like sharing what I'm using just so you can see what's out there and see a bunch of different options. And even the stuff that we're using for fun. I just think it's nice to kind of have a well-rounded variety of options for your kids to choose from. So if they're coming to the table, it's not always schoolwork. It can sometimes be an art project or just even like a fun worksheet or the dot-to-dot pages. So I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. I'm really excited for everything that I got today though. And I think my homeschool plan, it's coming together really nicely. So I'm excited to share that with you and kind of give you like my actual plan. I even got my planner ready to go, and I'm looking forward to all the things we're going to be reading this year because we have a really lengthy book list, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun with my boys. So that I'm going to leave it there for you. I really appreciate you watching today. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye. Okay Lincoln, can you do green, red, green, red? No, that's not what I said, you stinker. What did I say the pattern was? Green, red. Good. job, sweetie.
I finally get more tall, but it's not working.
You just gotta make it straight.
It is more tall.